Looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season, but injuries, well, they caused every... Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Well, these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was a defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other 3 teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Murray. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's pulled in at the 32, and he goes out right around the 39. The Commanders' offense set to go to work, and they're led by the veteran who's bounced around a bit in season number 8 now. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed. He played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 40.
Oh, my God.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Damn. First, second, goddamn.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Brissett now. That ball nearly intercepted, but there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice pay.
Oh, my God.
We get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A quick throw here out to Brown.
Oh!
Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Hollywood Brown was not in theater as part of his debut season in Arizona, missing 5 games and crossing just 700 yards. We'll see if a regime changes what gets Brown back over 1,000 yards into that next gear beyond. Good play there to pick up the first.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
Chico, get over there and lay down.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They find some open field here. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 79 yards. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? Two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Murray from midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to pull that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Elliott. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw, Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Touchdown! Logan Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Yes, it's time for bed.
That time. And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season.
Hello?
So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And those two are tied up as they play in the second quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy.
Yep.
Check out the Saints at home at the Superdome. And you can see
Jordan!
they trail.
Get out of the bathroom.
Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium.
Jordan!
As you can see, the score
Get out of the bathroom.
in the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass.
No, little turd. Jordan, we're going to sit your ass down somewhere.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
I know, I don't know.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down, Brissett. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Dortch on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing again, Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably what he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And on the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12.
That's what I called it.
On the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Washington
right in front of me.
Now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
It's a pocket of cold air right here.
Because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
I know you don't feel it because
okay, what do we use that kind of
it's right beside me.
Game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. J. Sanders breaking through and blowing that play up in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but
oh my God.
I know At times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
He missed that mother.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking
Holding.
That's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Good pickup by Elliott. What's a down year for Zeke? It's a great year for most NFL backs. Had career lows in carries and yards, but still ranked in or near the top 20 league-wide. And, of course, they made a productive score with 12 touchdowns.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And this This is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively. To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Brissett. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 17-13, a minute 46 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up with 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now Murray. He's got Elliott. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of one after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Back to throw. Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now 1st and goal. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Murray. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he's got it. And he takes this down to about
What
the
the
2.
fuck, man?
Going out of bounds. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games.